Hi, welcome to Key Skill 4 in algebraic fractions. Today we're going to be looking at long division of polynomials. So you need to brush up on your 2.6, not this 2.6, the corresponding 2.6 from the first year, your AS Maths. So you need to make sure you're very familiar with 2.6, factor and remainder theorem. I'll put the link to that course in the description if you need to refresh. What you're going to have is an algebraic fraction. For example, 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus x minus 10 divided by x squared minus 4x minus 10. And you're going to be asked to write it in this form here, stating A, B, C, and D. It might not look exactly like this, but you'll definitely need to do some long division. So what you need to do is put, we've got enough space here, yeah. What's on the top under the little umbrella and what's on the bottom to the other side. Last year in AS Maths, you only had two things here on the side, so now you've got three. So as before, we're going to take a little section. So we're going to, in this case, because we've got 3 instead of 2, I'm going to section off here 3 and make some space underneath. You can see that mine has all of the x cubed, the x3, the 2, the x, and the number. But, here also. But, for example, imagine that you were missing some. So imagine you had 2x4 plus 3x2 plus x minus 5. You're actually missing the x cubed, which would normally go between x4 and x squared. So you would just add it in like so and proceed exactly as we're going to do. I've seen that once or twice come up in the exam papers, so just look out for it. We're going to proceed exactly like we did last year. So you take what's in the top left-hand side of the box. So now we've got a 2 by 3 box instead of a 2 by 2 like we did last year because we've got the third one here. So you want to do 2x cubed, top left, divided by x squared. So that will give you 2x cubed divided by x squared will give you 2x. So you're going to write that here above the x, so that's 2x. To calculate this bottom line, you're going to take each of these in turn, maybe I can change their colours, and multiply them with your answer that you've written at the top. So for example, x squared times by 2x would give me 2x cubed. Now I'm going to repeat the process with the minus 4x. Minus 4x times by 2x, so now we're in purple, minus 4x times by 2x will be minus 8x squared. And now with the minus 10 in pink, minus 10 times 2x would be minus 20x, just about fits in. So that's how you fill out your box. What you want to do to start the next line is you subtract the top line minus the bottom line. So you're going to do a minus. 2x cubed minus 2x cubed is 0, so you don't write anything here. Minus 5x squared minus 8x squared is minus 5x squared plus 8x squared because that double minus. So that will give you 3x squared. X minus minus, again a double minus, 20 would give you plus 21 because 1 and 20 is 21. So you can see that we're missing one. We've only got 2 and we need to have 3. So I'm going to pull this one down here. So that's going to be minus 10. And I'm going to start a whole new box now. So we can use orange. Now we're going to repeat the process again. We're going to say the top left-hand corner of the box gets divided by the first one. Always the first one here. So 3x squared divided by x squared gives me 3. So I'm going to write that up here, plus 3. To calculate the bottom, it's again the same process. You take your answer that you've got up here and multiply it by each of these 3 in turn. So x squared times by 3 is 3x squared. Notice how I've got all of my x cubes in a column, all of my x squareds in a column, all of my x's and all of my numbers. That's really important. You want to have everything that is the same power going down in a column. Now, to get the next one, I will do minus 4x times by 3. That will be minus 12x. And I will do minus 10 times by plus 3, which will be minus 30. So that's another set or another box completed. To start the next one, you want to put a line and do minus. Every single time minus. So 3x squared minus 3x squared is nothing. 21 minus 12x will be 21 plus 12x, which will be 33x. And here you'll do minus 10 minus minus, which will be plus 30. So minus 10 plus 30 will be 20. Once you get to the situation where what you're left with after doing the subtraction is of a lower degree. So for example, x is the same as x power 1, so its degree is 1. It's a lower degree than what you would divide it by, you stop. And this is what we call here the remainder. So I'm going to actually highlight that here. That is our remainder. We can put it in a red box here. And that's our remainder. So the way that we want to express our answer like this is whatever is above the line, your answer goes here. So you have f of x is equal to your answer that you've got above the line plus your remainder, in our case, 33x plus 20 divided by, well, we divided by x squared minus 4x minus 10. So there's your remainder there, and above there is your answer. Again, very similar to what you learnt last year, but because we're dividing by 3 algebraic expressions, you want to have the box 3 wide. Each step you want to minus the top line by the bottom line to create the new line. Top left one divided by the first, whatever's here. Answer goes in the top, and to get the bottom line you multiply each of the 3 in turn by your most recent answer. So here when we got this answer, 3, we multiplied each of them by the 3. So this matches the orange box, that's where we got the 3 from, the 3x squared divided by x squared, and where we got the 2x from is when we did the 2x cubed divided by x squared. So you can see that now they're color-coded to match. I hope that helps. It's a bit of a tricky topic, always gives people problems, but if you do the practice questions that are associated with this video lesson, it should be no problem. Just a little bit of practice. I'm going to see you in the next video where we're going to talk about the quotient rule. That's the first differentiation topic that we're going to be looking at in A2 Maths. So hang on for that one. It's a little bit different. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.